Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. Last episode, things didn't go too terribly well for me, but I have a feeling that things didn't go very well for the Americans either, given the Congress class, which went on a suicide charge and is now limping away after taking 3 torpedoes and quite a few 16-inch, 17-inch, and 12-inch shells. And it looks like one of their North Carolinas is going on a kamikaze charge as well. So we'll see how those things work out. And it looks like we may have things turned around. My only concern now is whether or not the Impenetrable will be able to sneak away. She's gotten a little bit close to the North Carolinas, and I don't quite like where she's at. So that is not entirely good here. But overall, things seem to be doing okay. And let's see if we can, hang on, what's going on here? Okay, those are a little bit of torpedoes, but those are not from the Mars and Camperdown. I was a little bit confused by that. Okay, so, where last we left off, the Collingwood has been taking a fair, hang on. There we go. The Collingwood has been taking quite a bit of damage, including 3 hits in 1 turn, and that's not going well. So I think it is time to detach the Collingwood and start working her back for repairs. At least some temporary repairs to try and get things under control. So we're going to detach her. We're going to take manual control over that. We're going to reduce speed to 15 knots, and we're going to turn her away to the north. Actually, heck, we're going to turn her all the way around. Try sending her back home. The rest of the ships in this group seem to be doing okay. Max speed 26. How about these guys? Max speed 28. How about the Juggernaut? Max speed 23. Okay, so it does make sense to keep our overall fleet speed at 20 knots for now. That'll give us a chance to tighten up the formation some. And it looks like we are effectively concentrating our, well, spreading our fire out across the variety of targets here. Yep, those look good. Those look good. And what are you after? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, keep going. Whoa, who just got hit? Okay, final location for this strike. You know what? I think that looks good. We are not going to adjust that at all. Okay, so we've got one of these things, whatever that may be. I honestly have no idea. I didn't know that anyone was firing missiles. Oh yeah, there we go. Camperdown launching missiles, alright. Okay, but up here we have a hit on an enemy cruiser. Hooray. Looks like we are on the retreat. So that appears to be good. Oh, Mars, rudder damaged. How bad is it? Rudder jammed center. Okay, that is fine. That is okay. We are going to take a moment to reduce our speed to 10 knots for now. That'll give them a chance to try and repair the rudder. Less pressure on there should be able to get things under control. Alright, so with that in mind, let's move right along. Collingwood is successfully breaking off the line. Seeing plenty of hits on that Congress class over here. 5-inch and 12-inch hits. Should be getting her under control shortly. Well, he's getting her out of control shortly. That is the intent. Jewett class. That is some long-range 4-inch hits. Are you sure they're not using sabots to fire those through the 6-inch guns? Alright. Impenetrable took another 17-inch hit. Those are adding up. And we need you to get away. So we're going to turn further to port. Juggernaut is still hammering shells into this North Carolina. But I'm not seeing a whole lot else on these other guys, which is kind of disappointing. I am glad Juggernaut's doing damage, though. Let's see, what are these guys going after? Oh, that looks good, that looks good. It's still treating them as a single division. I would much prefer them to shift their fire, or at least these groups, to shift their fire to these two ships. But I'm not going to go through and individually target, because that takes way too much time and effort. And we do need to get damage on these guys too. Ooh, that's some nice looking torpedoes here. Okay, Rodney is taking fire now. She's doing okay though. How's Collingwood doing? Hopefully she's able to get that flooding under control. Yeah, we're going to reduce speed a little more. 10 knots should be enough to get that under control. And we're still getting hits on that one North Carolina. And Mars takes another hit. Come on, guys. Knock out that last gun turret on there. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. Okay. More hits on the Congress. Looks like these guys are giving it a good working over. And more hits on that Jouet-class destroyer. Those are some serious destroyers, too. Alright, and then we've got an 8-inch hit on the North Carolinas. You laugh, but I have seen those do some pretty significant damage before. Let's see, how's Amphitrite doing? She is under control. I still want her disengaging, though. Okay. Oh, Mars rudder repaired. Fantastic. In that case, bring her to starboard, and we'll continue the bombardment. Oh boy, we are within secondary range of the further North Carolina. Oh boy. And oh, Rodney gets hammered. 2 gun turrets out of commission permanently. Yeah, that's not going well. Okay, we're going to try shifting stuff around here. So, can I... Yeah, we're going to change lead division here. Actually, no. I think it is appropriate to do a battle turn away. Actually, hang on. Which directions are they heading? Okay, they're heading... I do need the Juggernauts in the lead again, though. Okay, so we're going to turn these guys away. And yeah, we're going to take manual control over these guys. Squad max. Accelerate to attack speed. I need you guys getting out in front and taking the brunt of the hits, because those Iron Dukes cannot stand up to that level of punishment. Okay, Amphitrite still plunking down plenty of hits. And we're still getting hits on that Congress, which should be putting that out of action soon, I hope. I'm sure she is sinking, or soon to be sinking. The challenge being, can we get her finished off in time to bring them back? And that's the part that I am not so sure about. Okay, looks like all of these are pretty well set. So this guy's heading west. This guy's heading east. I have no idea what these guys are attempting to do. All I know is that this guy needs to run. Oh, fire spreads. Okay, yeah. I need you running north to get out of here. And then as soon as you're mostly out of range, we're going to turn you south. Or slow you down. Okay, we're getting hits on the North Carolinas. 4-inch guns, bleh. But hey, we're getting 17-inch hits. So that's good. She's reporting heavy damage. And we've got another 5-inch hit on the North Carolina. That's good, that's good. Impenetrable fire spread again. Behemoth takes a 16-inch hit. We've got to get those gun turrets back up. Okay, time to turn away. Alright, keep rolling. Oh, great. Behemoth has those 2 turrets again damaged. And she takes an engine room hit. How bad is it? Not too bad. She's still above 20 knots. And aircraft catapult hit. But we are hitting them pretty hard in return. Let's see what kind of damage we've got on them so far. Well, this guy still has all turrets in action. This one still has all turrets in action as well. We need to start getting some of their turrets knocked out so they can stop shooting at us. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Those guys are okay. Okay, so I'm guessing this one is the lead ship in the formation, and those guys just got scattered. No idea why. Still getting plenty of 6-inch hits on North Carolina. Mars takes a 16-inch hit and loses a turret. But it's okay, we hit her right back. Okay, well, she's still firing, and I don't like that. All right. Yep, salt water in the feed tanks. We've got flooding as well. I think it's time for us to start disengaging from this. Well, you guys have done good work, but it is time to start turning away. Let's see, what else do we have here? Well, Behemoth fire spreads. What fire? Uh-oh. We're up to a level 2 fire as well. Okay. In that case, I think it may be time for us to start looking into retreating. Oh, that's not good. That's very, very not good. She is heavily damaged now. Propulsion is less than 20 knots. She's down to 14 knot max speed. Oh boy. And we are not hitting them in return. What kind of odds do we have? 7.9%. Ooh. What's going on? Okay. Ship turn. Why are you turning? Target turning, yeah. Target loose formation. 7 ships firing at the same time. Why are there 7 ships firing at the same target? Well, it's only a minus 20. Under fire, firing ship damage. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So why is it saying 7.29% chance when the final calculated hit chance is 8.09%? That's a little weird. So these 2 are firing. These 2 are firing. This guy's firing. Come on, guys. We need to make this count. Okay, Leviathan is taking hits. There we go. We're starting to get a little bit in return, but man, those things are bad news. They are just dropping hits in here left and right. Okay, that's 1 hit. 4-inch hit, 6-inch hit. And we're taking more of those big guns. We can't keep taking that sort of stuff. And the Leviathan takes... Oh man. I think we may actually have to start withdrawing. Have we ordered flotilla attacks? Oh, here we go. Congress class is down. Now, granted, that's one that we were already sinking, but whatever. We'll take it. Alright, I'll turn these guys back so that they can rejoin the battle line. And I need to check and see, are these guys... Yeah, okay, they do have flotilla attack orders. Interesting, I have the option to order a disengage. I didn't know that that was a thing. We're not seeing any rally. We're not seeing any force fatigue. I wonder if those things are still part of the game. Changing lead division is still a thing, though, so that's a consideration. Okay, it looks like some of our aircraft are approaching down in this general area. So that'll be going after battle cruisers and whatever else we have here. Oh boy. Behemoth has all main turrets knocked out. Yeah, it's time to run. All ships hard to starboard. We are just getting out of here. And hopefully we're able to disengage. Okay, do we want to pick up survivors? No. Dive bombing an enemy destroyer. Oh, come on, guys. You know better than that. I did specifically target battleships, and there's a bunch of battleships for you to attack. Please target the right things. Now, of course, I have no idea if they are actually targeting battleships or battle cruisers and they're just misidentifying in the reports. Because we have seen that before, where they reported it was a light cruiser, and then when I actually looked, it was a battle cruiser. Very big difference between a CL and a BC. But apparently my pilots can't tell the difference. Alright. And, oh, we're getting more dive bomb hits on a carrier. Good. Well, good news is my carriers are all still intact. Camperdown takes a 17-inch, well, 16-inch hit probably. How the heck is that 80 flooding from that? Okay, I want you guys heading north. Just straight north. Get away. Okay, more aircraft approaching. Juggernaut takes a fore and aft hit. What are you doing, Juggernaut? Okay, we are turning all ships away. Okay, well, we're getting some 5-inch hits on them. But we need some time to retreat and repair. And then we'll determine whether or not to re-engage. Dive bombing, taking some losses, no hits. Torpedo bombers, taking more losses, no hits. Do I want to adjust final strike location for dive bombers? Yes, we're gonna drag them up this way, because I suspect the enemy is going to be pursuing. Okay, we are still hitting them in return, but it's nothing significant. 4-inch and 6-inch hits. 2 dive bombers go in, 2 torpedo bombers go in. No hits. Friendly fighter escorts are engaging. Looks like it's all mixed up amongst the fighters though, so that's fine. Dive bombers are going in against a battleship in the back. No hits. Light cruiser. I hope this isn't a mistake shifting the strike locations. Oh, we did get a bomb hit on a carrier. Okay, final strike location for dive bombers, yes. We'll just drag it over this way. Okay, camper down is limiting flooding, but she takes another belt extended hit. So that's not good. And we got a torpedo hit on a thing. What was that thing? Cruiser? Some sort? I don't know. We'll see. More torpedo hits in the back areas. Dive bombers go in, no hits. Camper down is still limiting flooding. Behemoth is getting fires under control. Fantastic. And what was it that we torpedoed? I see air combat, but those are not... I don't know what those are from. Those are probably pattern running torpedoes. Hey, we're finally getting some results from those. Okay, do we want to pick up survivors? No. We do not have time to worry about survivors. I need all my destroyers and cruisers on flotilla attack to screen from these things. Let's see, what is Ribble doing? Well, certainly putting those 6-inch guns to good use. We still got one torpedo launcher there. Oh good, we finally knocked out a thing on one of them. Let's see how things are going. Behemoth is getting things under control. Flooding is not too bad. Juggernaut has one turret. Leviathan is getting things under control. Good. Rodney has things under control. Excellent. How's Iron Duke? She's still on fire. But I think if we continue this disengagement, we should be able to go... Okay, okay, looks like Impenetrable has things under control. Is the fire out? Yes, fire is officially extinguished. Good. With that in mind, we can start bringing her back around to provide some fire support. Camper down, still taking pass-through hits from... Okay, these guys are going to be in trouble if we don't do something fast. How's Collingwood doing? Collingwood has things under control. So with that in mind, time to rally the forces. We're going to bring these ships to starboard. Try and start reforming some form of line. And cover the camper down on Mars as they retreat. And who knows what sort of action we'll get. Okay, turning. Looks like we're at the edge of engagement ranges. Oh, Rodney fire spreads. Oh, boo. How's Iron Duke doing? Let's get this stuff under control. Okay, I'm going to pick up the game pace a little bit. We're going to give these guys a chance to roll around, form back up. We'll see if we can concentrate fire on that Congress class. Okay, Collingwood is opening fire. Enemy aircraft approaching Excelsior. Okay, torpedo bombers are engaging in this general area. That's a carrier that they're reporting. Nice. And that's a hit on a reported carrier. We've got 3 more going in on the same thing. No hits. 1, 4, 5 dive bombers on a destroyer, and they miss. Hopefully we get some of these torpedoes hits. There we go. And that was it. We got a hit on that battleship. Okay, 6 torpedo bombers going in near the back. That's a little bit out of place. 4 dive bombers miss. 5 enemy torpedo bombers are going after the Excelsior. What are you doing all the way back here? Seriously, buddy. Did you get completely, totally lost? Because that is not where you're supposed to be. I'm going to turn you about and put you back someplace useful. Oh, okay, well, she got hit. How bad is it? Not great. And they are still going after her, so I think I'm just going to turn her back towards port. How did they miss that? Also, I need to check and see, do we have any other planes ready? Glorious, Victorious, Triumphant have a fair bit of stuff ready and available. Let's see what we can do. So, we've got Glorious, oh, come on, has dive bombers, torpedo bombers. Yeah. Triumphant has torpedo bombers, dive bombers. Victorious has torpedo bombers, dive bombers. Okay, that looks good. We're going to set that. We're going to plunk those down in this general direction. They are not going to be coordinated. It's just going to be an all-out, everyone get there as fast as possible. Okay, they're reporting Glorious has 8 aircraft torpedoes remaining. Oh, and we only have, and we're trying to send 9 planes. Okay. Well, in that case, let's switch those over to some super heavy bombs. And I think we're going to have to do the same thing for the other 2 as well. Heavy. And how are these? Yeah. 7 torpedoes left, 8 planes. Darn it. Alright, well, they're all going in with bombs. And launch. Yes, I do not intend to coordinate. Okay, so that was Carrier Division 19. 21 has 1 set of dive bombers, 1 set of torpedo bombers, and do we have a fighter? No, we do not. Okay, so those are also going after the same general area. Still got plenty of torpedoes left here, so no worries there. I think the same target seems okay to me. Again, no coordination, just get in there and do damage. Carrier Division 4. I don't think the enemy has very many cap left. They've got some, but nowhere near what they had at the beginning. So I'm no longer hugely worried about it. Alright, Carrier Division 4 has some planes available as well. We have, looks like plenty enough stuff, so we're going to grab dive bomber. Well, it's only 4 torpedo bombers, but every little bit counts. And you know what? I'm going to send along a fighter as escort, and we're going to coordinate that. Launch. And then we're going to try and do the same sort of thing with these guys. So we've got torpedo bombers, dive bombers, and I will grab 1 fighter. We're going to shift our target just a little bit to the south. Looks good. Launch. Oh, hang on, I wasn't done yet. That was Carrier Division 4. Those are all ordered. Carrier Division 8. Looks like we've got plenty of stuff available on the Rock. But we don't have anything on the Pegasus right now. Okay, so we'll grab those. 1, 2. Grab an escort. Again, we want coordinated. Launch. Carrier Division 10. Looks like our only real choice is off the Dragon, so we'll grab that, all of those, and I'm going to put those in this general location. Coordinated, launch strike. Okay, orders out, and they're torpedo bombing some more. Do you want to pick up survivors? No. 4 torpedo bombers going after enemy battleship. Go get them. 4 torpedo bombers going after the enemy cruiser. I think that that's probably a miss ID, but whatever, we'll take it. Haha, finally getting some hits. Fantastic. More hits. And our torpedo bombers are going right in. Well, it looks like they do have some cap up. Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. They do have some cap up. And our own pilots are probably starting to suffer the effects of fatigue from the rapid pace of air operations here. But I do believe that overall this is a fairly successful operation here. Are you guys able to target? So we've got plenty of people opening fire at this Congress. So that's good. Another torpedo hit. Good. So I think damage-wise, this battle will be a victory for me. In terms of I've only lost 1 major capital ship, and the enemy is well on their way to losing more than that. Not to mention the damage to their heavy cruiser forces. But in terms of tactics, this is definitely a tactical defeat because I am being forced from the field. And the enemy is not. So they may still be able to push through and actually do some damage. Alright, here we go. We're starting to get some hits on that Congress class. Fantastic. There we go. She's still hammering the camper down, which is not good. But camper down is holding up so far, and we are hitting her in return. And I don't think they're going to be able to get away with it. Yeah, look at that. We are just hammering the absolute bejesus out of her. Oh, hey. Aircraft approaching strike areas. That's a good sign. Which one was that? These guys? Maybe? I hope that's them. And those guys are heading home, heading home, heading home. Yep, that's fine. We do have a little bit of a cap here. And oh my goodness, that Congress is in trouble. That is a lot of damage in very short order. All of her guns are knocked out. Okay, she does still have torpedoes though. And I don't like the look of that. So we're going to be safe and we're going to turn away just to try and avoid getting torpedoed. Okay, quick review. Behemoth has fires getting limited. Good. Down to a level 1. Rodney is down to level 1. Anything else? Juggernaut is okay. Collingwood is okay. How's Leviathan? Level 1. Looks like things are overall going well. Alright, so Congress is still taking a lot of damage. And our strikes are starting to go in. 2 fighters strafing the enemy. Good. At least that'll distract them and limit their stuff. And we're torpedo bombing what looks like a burning, sinking, whatever. Or not. No hits. We'll see. One can only hope. Do we want to adjust final strike locations? Yeah, it does look like they're starting to retreat, so we're going to push that over a little bit further out that way. Yep, we'll push that over here. Over that way. Okay, looks like she turned away. She is officially sinking, and I think we can call this battle to a close. Now I just have to survive long enough to disengage. Okay, do we want to adjust final strike location? Yeah, we'll do it. Plunk those down right over there. Oh, wow. Looks like our guys are dive bombing this guy, and 1, 2, 3 hits. Alright, well, at this point, I think it is safe to just run continuously until I get an interrupt every single turn. Oh boy. But more dive bomb hits on a stationary vessel. That is fine. Adjust final strike location. Sure, why not? We'll send them over this way. Because it looks like the enemy is disengaging. Yeah, we'll plunk those over there. And keep on. Come on. I just want to run. Looks like we are approaching the enemy. At least we have some sort of strikes approaching. Keep going, keep going. Pretty sure that's a second sinking Congress. I wonder, is it worth re-engaging? Rodney's fire is extinguished, so that's out. Iron Duke, fire is extinguished. Collingwood, no fires there. Behemoth is doing fine. What else? Camperdown is doing fine. How's Juggernaut doing? She's doing fine. I think we may actually be able to turn this around and get back into the action. Now this might be a terrible idea, but it might also force the enemy to give up one more ship. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn these guys back around. Local time is still morning. Wow. We still have all day to do airstrikes and other stuff. Alright, let's turn these guys around. And if I'm really lucky, we may actually be able to reform the vessels. Okay, quick review of Camperdown and Mars. How are they doing? Camperdown is okay, but slow. Mars is also okay, but slow. Does anybody have missiles left? Looks like Mars did the responsible thing and dumped all of her missiles. What about Camperdown? Okay, she is still reporting missiles left. And I don't like that. So we are going to turn these fellows around, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to launch some of those last few missiles. Hopefully at something that isn't already sinking. Okay, dive bombing a battleship. No hits yet. Aircraft approaching the Michael. What the heck are you doing? That's a lone Gary class out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. How did you get there? So much for screening the Leviathan. Did you get separated in the confusion? You're going to have a tough time getting back home. Alright, well, we'll give it a try. Good luck. I think we're gonna need to turn to the east if we're gonna try and get this destroyer back home. And it looks like they're mostly forming over here. Heavy cruisers, okay. Okay, do we want to adjust final strike location? Yes, we'll plunk those down over here. Yep, I'll shift those as well. Okay, go get them, boys. Go get them. There we go. Missiles hit. And that was the last few from Camperdown. Alright, she is out. Final strike location. And we'll put that over here. Because I have no idea what's going to go on. Alright, what do we hit? Way the heck out there. And something a little bit more reasonable over here. Hopefully that's something significant. Meanwhile, looks like our forces have turned back around, and some of our destroyers are doing silly things with torpedoes. Oh well. Keep running. High speed increases flooding. What? Oh boy. Okay, you need to reduce speed significantly. I don't think you're going to be going home today. Even though it's still daytime, we're going to reduce speed and turn you away. I'm curious what that is. So we're going to go at 10, but I want you to get your flooding under control. Okay, do we want to just final strike location? Sure, why not? We'll send that over here. Okay, we're working over that Congress just fine. Now I just need it to actually go down. Looks like most of our guys are being responsible, and nope, they're not. Hold fire. That's responsible, that's responsible. Looks like these guys are doing okay. Amphitrite is okay. I mean, sure, she's got most of her gun turrets out, but I would say that that's about all we can ask for. Time to send these Camperdowns back home. Good job, boys. You've done your job. Time to go. Alright, and it looks like the Excelsior is okay. What are you guys doing? Come back this way. Oh, there we've got some escorts. That would have been nice to have like 10 minutes ago. And Manticore appears to have some more dive bombers available, so let's grab those, and we're going to sling those out as quick as we can. Over here, launch. Carrier Division 4, I see some more torpedo bombers available. And some more torpedo bombers on the Unicorn. Okay, 6 and 1, coordinated strike, launch. Torpedo bombers. And, oh come on, what do we want, what do we want? We want those guys. You know what? They've got the range. We're going to give them a heavy bomb load. Why not? Put that to good use. I haven't really seen fighters get involved in bombing attacks before, but we'll go for it. Launch. Yes. We'll see how that works. Okay, we also have torpedo bombers and dive bombers available here. I guess... I wonder how much of this is from repairing aircraft and how much of it is from recovering aircraft from previous strikes. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Torpedo bombers, dive bombers, that's all we're getting off the rock. Launch. Dive bombers, torpedo bombers, and a fighter as escort. Launch. Carrier Division 10. Oh, we've got more here. Alright, torpedo bombers, dive bombers. Good. Launch. Torpedo bombers, dive bombers. Launch. Alright, I think that's about good. Congress class is hit by a torpedo. Hopefully that'll speed her on her way. Let's keep running south. Oh, hang on. Here we go. North Carolina's spotted. Let's start reforming in... Well, let's see. I want you to hold fire for now. Who else is doing silly things with their ammunition? Okay, let's see. There is another North Carolina, and they're probably reforming more battle lines over here. So let's see. Oh boy. Here's hoping these guys are up to the challenge. It's not like they have a whole lot of torpedo options, but they've got some. Okay, so where do we leave off? I don't particularly want the Iron Dukes leading the charge, but I do have to turn them in that direction. Juggernaut is limited to 20 knots. Those guys are disengaging. What else did we have? Behemoth should not be leading the charge, not with that kind of damage. In fact, I will turn her away. Leviathan seems to be doing okay. And the Impenetrable, well, I told her to hold fire. So I'm going to let her kind of wander around south a little bit longer. There we go. Put those 6-inch guns to use. That ought to scare them off. Right back into the target area. There we go. Air combat. Oh, interesting. Our cap is engaging an enemy strike. Where is it? I don't see any signs of the cap, but I'll take their word on it. If they say that there is air combat, there must be air combat. It looks like we are mostly doing pretty good against those. Oh boy. Amphitrite getting in on the action as well? No, please don't. I would prefer if you would hold your fire for a little bit longer until you actually have something useful to shoot at. I don't mind if my little boats waste ammunition, but I do mind if the big ships waste ammunition. Whew, that's close. I almost thought those torpedoes were going to get the Juggernaut. Okay, we're good. Okay, Behemoth can now start turning around. Looks like our cruisers and such have decided to engage. They're mostly keeping their distance. Yeah, another torpedo. Huzzah. How's Intrepid doing? Oh boy. What are you guys doing here? These cruisers have no right. Well, whatever. They got grabbed into the fight. And I did send them out, so yeah, I guess it's okay. They shouldn't be there. But if they're gonna be there, might as well take it. Okay, there's transports. So I guess there is a credible invasion threat. And that North Carolina is not moving fast. I will bet if we continue pursuing, we can run her down and sink her. So we're going to keep on running there. Okay, do we want to adjust final strike location? Yes, it looks like they're heading to the west-ish. So let's see what we got here. We'll move it over there. That seems good. Okay, well, we're at our 50-minute mark here, so I guess we're going to have to call things to a close. But I do believe I can run down that North Carolina in the next episode and probably sink her. Also, we have at least one more major wave of airstrikes to deal with. So we'll see how those go in the next episode. Until then, this is Katori87, signing off.